Aries. My name is Audrey Alison. Happy birthday. Happy April. It is a great month. I'm back outdoors. It is officially my favorite time of year between March 20th or March 21st and September 20th, where it's spring and summer. So back outdoors for the forecasts. And yeah, there's a lot going on because you have a new moon in your sign this month, and we start off April. For a lot of you, happy birthday. But we have our full moon on the 4th of April, and it is a total lunar eclipse. And this is at 14 degrees Aries, or Libra for you, Aries. So that's your polar opposite sign. That's governing your 7th house on the astrological wheel, governing your 7th house of relationships across from you. You know, having an eclipse in your 7th house could bring an awareness to business partnerships and or marriages, or both at this time, because there's an awareness with eclipse energy. The awareness will be around that for you, which is the 7th house of the others, of really deep connected relationships. If you're married, it would absolutely include your spouse. You could find some information around the 4th about the person you are committed to that needs to be seen, that you need to recognize and then move forward. I would not make any decisions on or around the eclipse energy because it's very sporadic. Also, no practicing magic around eclipse energy. This eclipse, though, it's finalizing a series of eclipses, but this energy will last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Eclipse energy isn't regarding specific tensions. It's more of brightening the area of the world, of your universe, that needs to be seen so you can delve in and deal with it. A lot of people make changes after eclipse energy because eclipses can eclipse people and situations out of your life that aren't fulfilling you. If you are not on the right path, you will be realigned in the sector that the eclipse falls for you. Now, for those of you who are really happy in your relationships and things seem to be copacetic and going smoothly, the eclipse won't dismantle things that are working. It really works on things where you need to be elsewhere. Where if you're in relationship, Aries, I don't know why I'm stuck on this so much, so maybe you are dealing with some stale relationship energy. If you have been in something that you don't want to make a decision on, the eclipse will perhaps be the catalyst to do that for you. Now, on the 8th, Jupiter goes direct. That's awesome because, well, Jupiter's still in Leo through the 11th of August, but he is 12 degrees direct, right smack in the middle in your 5th house of romance. So if you are ending relationships near the 4th, you can expect that energy to make up for it a few days later, because you could be, Jupiter direct is luck and abundance of dating opportunities with the 5th house, or luck and abundance with creative opportunities to distract you from the relationship that you just got out of. But the 5th house is also children, creative projects, romance, and things of leisure and pleasure. So what better energy than Jupiter now direct? When Jupiter's retrograde, it's not that harsh. It doesn't have any negative aspects in a retrograde. It kind of just, Jupiter will slow down the benevolence that he has to offer. But now that he's fully direct, he can do what he does best in your 5th house, which is bring in new romance. Literally, with this kind of fire trine energy that we're having with Uranus stationed in Aries, very sudden, abrupt energy. Once Jupiter's direct, trining Uranus in Aries, that could bring on very sudden, lucky dating situations where you could be walking on the sidewalk and trip over someone. That kind of energy where you don't actually have to be online investigating people. So that's really nice. He'll be direct in this house for you, in that sector, the 5th house, through August 11th. Work with him. That's 4 solid months, 4 months and 3 days of Jupiter in the 5th. And he likes being in Leo because Jupiter naturally governs the fire sign of Sagittarius. So being in Leo, he's able to express himself really well because Leo is all about having fun, and Jupiter likes opportunity. And the combination of the house of risk-taking and gambling and sports and what you really love to do for fun, with Jupiter in it, it's pretty magical in the 5th house. A lot of opportunity can happen for those of you who are working at your own creative endeavors, musicians and artists, and also people working at home doing online businesses and taking a risk at setting up your business. Now Jupiter can actually work with you. It's beautiful. On the 11th, Venus enters Gemini. So, yay, your 3rd house of communications. She'll be there through May 7th. About 3 weeks. Now, Gemini loves being, or Venus loves being in a communication sector because she gets to flirt, and in Gemini, you know, Gemini is very lighthearted and loves the conversation. Venus there, your conversations are running smoothly. Once you meet someone, you could really get that online situation going, or just be able to really communicate effortlessly to people in your life or your partners. It's that time of year where Gemini gets activated, and I love that. I'm a Gemini sun, so I love it when this starts to go into Gemini, Cancer, Leo energy. So what else do we have? Mercury, the planet that naturally governs Gemini, moves into Taurus. So Mercury and Venus are behind each other slightly, but when Mercury arrives into Taurus, the planet of communications, in the 2nd house sector, Taurus is the sign next to you, governing your finances. So, information, details, analysis. Now, I know taxes are due on the 15th, but you know, a great day for you Arians to get your taxes done is the 14th of April, with Mercury supporting your finances and information and the understanding of all of the money facts that would actually talk about procrastinating. That's the best time to do it, though. You have great support with that. And Mercury will be in Taurus through April 30th. So that's just a brief stay to him. And then he meets up with Venus in Gemini, conjunct for most of May. Okay, so on the 16th, your money is getting analyzed again. Well, the career, but I feel like Arians are getting a boost. There could be a deep learning or understanding in the career sector coming up. Pluto is retrograding right smack in the middle of Capricorn, which governs your 10th house of career and social status and title, how you are holding yourself out into the world, your promotions. Pluto retrograding, you know, Pluto's not moving very quickly. Pluto's going to be in Capricorn for a couple decades. So he's the deep planet. He's intense. You know, those of you who are in career are pretty much invested heart and soul. It feels with Pluto right in the middle of your career sector. Those of you at the right age could absolutely have easily retired this year with Pluto. Well, in years recently with Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is the planet of ending and death and change in the career sector, but when he retrogrades, it actually means he's not as active in changing things, but he goes deeper internally. The person in the house that Pluto's touching, the person goes deeper in the connection with that house. So your career will become extremely intense to you internally. So if you are not happy in it, you could be making some change there. But it could also mean that you take a very serious tone or approach to the career or to your retirement, early retirement as well. Now, you have your new moon on the 18th, Aries. So this is in Aries at 28 degrees. So it's almost in Taurus. We had that, the moons are like that as of recent couple months, on the cusp of the signs. Now, but this is still your new moon, so the 18th is your annual day to focus your yearly intentions on what works for you. I'm shuffling the cards as I'm talking to you, so I'm multitasking right now. Don't forget your intentions on the 18th. It's the only new moon you will receive, and make it a big one. Write them down, put them under your pillow if you want to, put energy into them. The sun transits into Taurus on the 20th, on 4/20. This is your second house of resources again, Aries. I'm liking what's happening in your second house because the sun will be conjunct Mercury in Taurus. And that's a good thing because that means money is also effortlessly coming in. Mercury makes his second change into Gemini, the sign he governs, into the third house through July 8th because he'll retrograde once he's in there at 13 degrees through 4 degrees. Now, Mercury in your third house, you are really meeting the right people. You're communicating, you're interviewing. You know, if you are changing the career, the 10th house up, pick it right up on the 30th through July 8th. That is a long time for Mercury to be in one sign. Mercury is a quick guy. He's traveling all around the place. He's usually in a sign anywhere from 15 to 21 days. So this is a pretty long stay for him. Now, I want to get to your cards. I was shuffling while I'm talking, and if you'd like a reading with me, you can book with me. I'm at audreyallison.com, and I'm also available on Facebook at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Thank you also for liking me and sharing these podcasts. Aries, here's a tarot message for you for the month of April. Two of Wands, your relationship. Also, Mercury and Venus are on this card. Mercury and Venus down below. And by the end of the month, they'll both be in Gemini together. And the Gemini is the sign of two, the two lovers. And this is the two lovers. So Mercury and Venus. Your third house is what this is indicating, and also the lovers themselves. But since Mercury and Venus are in this third house of communication, you're meeting the right lover or the one that you already have. Things are really, you're moving to the next level even. You could talk about developing your relationship, and here's why. The Judgment is recalling the past, nostalgic, maybe wanting things to be the way they used to be in a relationship. You want to discuss this, you want to debate, you want to actively seek question and knowledge in your relationship. You might not agree on everything because the Two of Swords can be combative, but the goal of the work is progression here. Five of Wands, passionate about your creative activities, the fifth house. I think your second house of money, your third house of communications, and your fifth house of creative energy are lit up this month. You have a lot of options to focus on and actually deter you from any heartbreaks that you Arians are dealing with for the month of April. Happy birthday. I'm wishing you a beautiful month, and I will see you soon. Have a sweet day. Bye.